Hi, in this video, I'm going to answer some of the questions that you may have about hypnosis, hypnotherapy, and the effectiveness of hypnosis. So here is the first question. Can anyone be hypnotized, or are some people immune to it? I would not say that people are immune to it. Anybody can be hypnotized who wants to be hypnotized. If you don't want to be hypnotized, you just refuse answering questions, and you can stay awake. Hypnosis is a natural state, just like when you're daydreaming or reading a book and you're into the story and you totally forget about your surroundings. That's a hypnotic state. Hypnotic state just means that it's a slower brainwave, and you're not thinking logical, you're not analyzing things, but you just relax. You're still awake, you still remember everything you say, and you even have the free choice of answering questions or withholding information that you don't want to share. And you remember everything what happens during hypnosis as well. The next question. What if someone gets stuck in a hypnotic state? Is that possible? No, it's not possible because, first of all, this is a guided meditation session, which is basically that's what it is. But during a hypnosis, during an RTT session, I'm asking you questions and you're answering. You cannot get stuck because you can open your eyes anytime you want. You're not deeply asleep unless you fall asleep because you're so relaxed, but you will just wake up and everything is back to normal. You cannot get stuck in a hypnotic state during a hypnotherapy session. Next question. How can I be sure that the changes made during hypnotherapy are real and lasting? The efficacy of the hypnosis is totally up to you. If you really want to make changes and you stick to the program and you listen to your recordings, you will have positive results. Some people change instantly because they just needed a piece of information to actually put the puzzle together at once. Some people, it takes a little bit of time and it's a gradual transformation. And for some people, it may take a couple of days or weeks, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden the change is happening. It's your dedication to the process that decides the efficacy of the session. Next question. Isn't hypnotherapy just a form of placebo effect? That's a good question. Actually, placebo is a hypnotic effect. So the way a placebo effect works is that in medical clinical trials, some patients get the real medication and some just get a placebo, meaning just a tablet that has no medication in it. But what the laboratory is testing, that the power of your mind, thinking that you are taking the medication and it will help you, it can achieve positive results, just as if you would be taking the real medication. So basically, when you are taking placebo, but you don't know it, obviously the clients or the patients don't know that they are taking placebo, in their minds, they are expecting the positive results, and the efficacy of the medication has to way overpass the placebo effect. So no, hypnotherapy is not another form of placebo effect, but the placebo effect works based on a hypnotic mindset, a hypnosis. Next question. Can hypnotherapy be used to control someone's mind or make them do things against their will? No, I cannot. If that was the case, I would probably be much richer because I would tell all my clients to give me their bank account information and transfer all their money, right? This is obviously just a joke. So no, you cannot, I cannot control your mind. When you hear that hypnotherapy is mind control, that's not what it means. What it means that you get a hold, you get a grip of what is happening in your subconscious mind, and you can control your subconscious reactions better. So no, we are not controlling you, are making you do things against your will. Absolutely not. Because you are basically awake, but just in a relaxed state. You know what you're talking about. You can decide not to answer. You can withhold information. And even during a session, if you're like really uncomfortable and you don't want to be doing it, you can just simply open your eyes and come back out of hypnosis on your own. So no, we are not controlling your mind. Next question. How does hypnotherapy compare to other forms of therapy like cognitive behavioral therapy or medication? Well, medication is a different thing. It's a chemical reaction in your body. I'm not prescribing any medication during a hypnosis. Cognitive behavioral therapy is happening more in your conscious mind. Hypnotherapy is addressing issues in your subconscious. This is this is one way of accessing all the information stored in your subconscious mind that you may think that you have already forgotten. So in hypnosis, you access your subconscious mind, you find answers to your problems, and you can solve so many different problems just by going back in time and figuring out what happened, what is the root cause. So in hypnosis, you find answers, you find the root cause of your problem, and you can reframe the beliefs that you formed about yourself when these beliefs, when these problems started. That's how simple it is. What kind of training or qualification should hypnotherapists have to be credible? Well, definitely do some kind of certification course. I did a rapid transformational therapy, or RTT. The founder, the creator of this method is Marissa Peer, and she has over 30 years of experience being a therapist. And she actually put together this method on her own, just based on her experience, learning from her patients over more than 30 years. And she's teaching this method. You can go through the school to learn exactly the methodology, the questioning, and how to find answers. So I am a certified hypnotherapist. In Texas, I have to say that I am a hypnotist. Every state has different rules on the titles, but I am certified. I went through the school, and I went through testing as well. So I passed the certification. Are there any documented cases where hypnotherapy has failed or had negative outcomes? Well, we already know that there are some cases that we cannot work with. And if you have schizophrenia or any serious psychotic condition, then we cannot work with you. And that's the questioning that we do before a session. We ask you all these questions, so we find out if you are actually a good candidate for hypnotherapy, because in some of the cases where there are more serious mental cases, you will need to work with a doctor, and I am not a doctor. And it can have negative effects because the way you process information, it may be a little bit different than someone who doesn't have that condition. So yes, there are cases where hypnotherapy is not advised, and I do ask those questions before I start working with a client to make sure that when we are working together, you are safe. I think that was all the questions that I had for now. If you have any more questions or doubts about hypnotherapy, leave me a question. And or if you have a positive experience being hypnotized before, I would also love to hear from you so we can help people understand how hypnotherapy works. Thank you for watching.